Hey guys, I thought it might be good to finally clean out from underneath this driver's seat. Got a little vacuum there and got gloves on, and we're gonna lift this seat off and see what the heck's underneath there, because I believe the seat was the nest here. So probably take that out, clean it, give it some duct tape treatment, so that way you're not sitting on rat turds no more. And the gas tank valve for the both dual tanks is underneath all that crap, so we're going to dig that out today, along with everything else that's usually been sitting in a car that's been sitting for many years. So let me pull that seat out and we'll get to it here. Pull the seat's out, and that's what we got. And there's the valve right there. The seat itself, that's all the crap that I've knocked out of it. It just keeps coming, no matter how much you dump. So I'll shake that out, find some duct tape over that. I don't think I can really duct tape over this, if I have enough duct tape anyway. And then clean out all this crap. I got my bucket here, and then dump it out and make it at least halfway hospitable of a place to work. I would love to, empty everything out, but I really just don't want to throw it all back in here again. But I figured in the meantime I could just clean the driver's side here, and wouldn't look so nasty. So let me get cleaning all this junk, and we'll take a look at that valve down there. Alright, well that looks better. Not great, but a lot better. So this is the fuel tank selector valve. It looks like it's pointing to the passenger side tank. Or is it arrow? I would say passenger side, and then turn it to the driver's side, and then off. And it looks like we got a drain there and a drain there. So, I mean, that looks a heck of a lot better. It definitely just needs a wash. And remember guys, whenever you're dealing with rat stuff, put on a mask. I mean, that stuff's gross. Haven't you heard of Black Plague and all that? Just throw on a mask. You'll thank your lungs later. But here's our bucket of crap. There's still some in the driver's seat. There's that entry, and it looks like he chewed another entry in there. But what remains is mainly branches that's left anyway. And other than that, you got some turds down in there. It's kind of weird they have this tan and then they have the foam. Oh well. I'm sure an upholstery guy will say something. Anyway guys, I'll button this back up together and see what else we can do here. I mean, you already got a drain there, and they're pretty much made to be a utility vehicle which you can rinse out. So, and it's pretty much rusty beyond all belief, so it's not going to hurt nothing. So I think it did come with the lap belts. I don't know if they're a factory install. They're both for the passenger and driver. There was no seat belts on that bench seat there, but I never just hosed out an interior of a car before, that's for sure. Just to keep it away from all the electronic stuff. That looks a heck of a lot better. It's also got a vent under there. So I don't know if that's part of the design to rinse it out or what. I mean, the floor doesn't look too bad under the driver's seat there. You can definitely tell the original color of the truck. But that just looks worse than it really is. The really worst spot is pretty much there, the driver floor and a little bit into the firewall there. But I'll let this dry out here, and I'll put the seat back in, and it'll look at least somewhat better than it was anyway. But until next time, guys, I'll keep working on this, and we'll see you in the next video. So since it's such a nice day, I decided to pop that valve cover off, and we can see the innards, at least the top end innards of this engine. And it doesn't look too terrible. I got some moisture down into my oil, probably from this breather cap here. And you need to change the oil in this thing anyway, but that just sits on here like this. That's all there is to it. So we got some milky goodness in our valve cover here, but not too much for sludge actually. I mean, you do have a bit of sludge, but not as much as I was thinking in my head. So I will wipe this out as best I can, and we'll throw it back on there. I disabled the coil, and I have my my button here so you can watch it turn over. I mean, it looks really clean in there. Everything's it looks to be in pretty good shape. There's springs that push the rockers together here, but I also did fix the wiring here. This is just temporary, but everything's hooked up correctly, you know, kind of chasing the wiring. So now I have a horn, and I have running lights, I have headlights, and I have brights. So it's like it's almost roadworthy besides being trustworthy. Thought you guys might like to see that. But let me throw that valve cover back on there, and we'll give her a crank over here. All right, we'll start her back up here. So we do have a horn. We do have an accessories, and we have the oil light come on, and we got our running lights, and then high beams on the floor there. So let's crank it over here. I did have it running earlier today, so it shouldn't take too much for it to fire off here. Had to adjust the timing a little bit because it was having a weird kind of sputter and backfire type deal. But bled the clutch out. There was quite a bit of dirt and grime in there. Took the master cylinder off, cleaned it all out, threw it back in, bled the whole system. Turned out just fine. Sounds a little bit better. Still has that dead spot right there. It comes and goes. Probably something carbureted or timing really, because I haven't set it properly with a timing light. It's just been by by how it sounds. But there she is. Just getting warmed up. Sounds a heck of a lot better than it did this morning. if it can stay running like that, then I'd feel more comfortable taking it out. But heater works, nice hot air coming out. I wouldn't breathe it though, because there's a bunch of rat crap down in there I gotta clean out. But should wait a little bit, and that will start to move right there on the temperature wise. Alright, we'll check back in here when that temperature starts to go up again. Oh, it's slowly moving up there. I don't know if I said it before, it's got 84,000 miles on it. I don't know if that's 184,000 or 284, but it doesn't look, I believe maybe 84,000. I was looking up online what switches I'm missing here, and I think this one might be the voltage for the dual fuel tanks. So if you click it, you know, to the left, it'll be the driver's side, and right to the passenger side, and it'll show you the amount of fuel you have in each tank. But I'm not sure what this one is. This might be a homemade contraption somebody put in later, but we'll figure that out. I believe that's what this hole is for. I know that one's for the stereo, which it won't get the actual stereo, it'll get some little aftermarket thing. I do not have the actual stereo for it, but hey, it works. Got a little bit of a squeal, not too bad, although you can see the belt isn't exactly in line with the alternator. And then the pulley down there, you can see it has a little bit of wobble to it. But there she is. Yeah, about a half tank. I thought it was weird that you turn it to the left if you want accessories, which I guess would be stereo, and then you got off, run, which is the oil, and then start. That was quite the endeavor. I replaced the bulbs in this one. I couldn't get to that one. It's just too crammed in there. I'd have to take the whole dash off, which I will eventually, but not anytime soon here. But there she is right now. I did get the door handle to work a little bit better, but that does not close straight for anything. And it's like the whole door is weighted this way, so when it goes to shut, and I think some of the welds on the hinges here are shot, like this one's shot, so it can't close all the way. It'll only do the one click. I mean, you could really shove on it and you could probably get the latch, but it probably won't come back open again. It's got a little bit of a dent there, but anyway, guys, that's it for this one. That's what I've been doing so far. So we got the wiring issue solved for now. I'll have to come back and solder and heat shrink tube those to make it a bit more permanent connection. I just did it that way so I could tell which is what, kind of process of elimination there, and go from there. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching and subscribing, and we'll see you guys in the next one.